Good morning, students. In the last video, we have done types of the cells, cell structure, shape of the cell, etc. Now, we are going to discuss the types of the organism on the behalf of the cells. There are the two types of the organism on the behalf of their cell. They are the unicellular and the multicellular organisms. Now, what is the unicellular organism? The organisms which are made up of the only a single cell, that are called the unicellular organisms. Each cell is able to perform all the life processes for the organisms. Each cell means कि हर एक सेल एबल है क्या करने में, all the life processes perform करने में. Now what are the life processes? They are the basic processes which are done by our body. Example is the nutrition, digestion, respiration, reproduction, excretion, etc. Some examples of the unicellular organisms are the amoeba, paramecium, euglena, yeast, etc. Now, what are the multicellular organisms? The organisms which are made of the number of cells. It means कि when a number of cells collectively make a multicellular organisms. Plants and animals present in the world around us are multicellular organisms. We are also multicellular organisms. The cell of these organisms are functionally adapted in the shape and size to perform the specific function known to them. मीन्स के सेल्स ऑफ द फंक्शन, जितने भी ऑर्गेनिज्म के अंदर सेल्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं उन सब का क्या है, एक स्पेसिफिक साइज़ होता है और वो स्पेसिफिक फंक्शन क्या करते हैं, परफॉर्म करते हैं. उसी के बिहाफ पे क्या है उनकी स्ट्रक्चर है, जो काम उनको दिया हुआ है. दिस इज कॉल्ड द डिवीज़न ऑफ द लेबर. कि मीन्स के इसके बिहार पर उनको क्या कर दिया है, डिवाइड कर दिया गया है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, RBCs carry out the function of transporting oxygen to the all body parts through the blood. Skin cells protect the body. Nerve cells are specialized to carry the impulse and signal between the body parts and brain or spinal cord. जैसे कि RBCs का काम क्या है, ब्लड को एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पे बॉडी में ट्रांसपोर्ट करना, उसमें जो ऑक्सीजन प्रेजेंट है, ठीक है. उसके बाद स्किन सेल्स का क्या काम है, टू प्रोटेक्ट आवरसेल्फ, हमारी बॉडी को प्रोटेक्ट करना. और नर्व सेल्स का क्या काम है, इंफॉर्मेशन को लेके जाना कहाँ तक, ब्रेन तक, जो स्पाइनल कोड तक, फिर वहाँ से क्या है मैसेज वापस लेके आना. Now, unlike the unicellular organisms, multicellular organisms show a greater level of the organization according to their structure and function in the body of an organism. मीन्स कि एक यूनिसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म है, वो अपना सारे काम खुद करता है. बट मल्टी सेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म में वो सेल्स आपस में ज्वाइन करते जाते हैं, फिर क्या बना देते हैं, टिश्यू बन जाता है. व्हेन द टिश्यूज आर ज्वाइनिंग विद द सेम फंक्शनिंग, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड द ऑर्गन. एंड द ऑर्गन क्या है, ऑर्गन से क्या बन जाता है, ऑर्गन सिस्टम बन जाता है. व्हेन अ नंबर ऑफ ऑर्गन्स कलेक्टिवली इज कॉल्ड द ऑर्गन सिस्टम एंड द ऑर्गन सिस्टम टुगेदर इज कॉल्ड द ऑर्गेनिज्म. नाउ द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ अ सेल. सेल की स्ट्रक्चर होती क्या है, विच कंपोनेंट्स आर प्रेजेंट इन द सेल, दैट इज कॉल्ड द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ अ सेल. There are the various structural components present in the cell, that is the plasma membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. The above components are present in a typical cell are called the functional cell components. The living matter considered in the cell is called the protoplasm. What is the protoplasm? Protoplasm is the combination of the nucleus and cytoplasm. Protoplasm is the aggregate of the molecules of the various chemicals including water, salt and ions. Organic molecules. Organic molecules means proteins, fats, carbohydrates, lipids, nucleic acids, etc. Protoplasm is usually differentiated into the nucleus and cytoplasm. Each of the components perform a significant function in the cell which is necessary for the life and functioning of the cell. जितने भी components present होते हैं उन सब का क्या है, अपना अपना काम है. Firstly, we are going to discuss the plasma membrane. What is the plasma membrane? Plasma membrane is the outer covering of a cell which is giving it the shape. जिसको क्या देती है, shape देती है. It is a living membrane. It does not completely isolate the cell from the external environment. It permits the some substances go inside or outside the cell. So it is called the selectively permeable membrane. Plasma membrane has the thickness of the 7 mm and it is elastic in nature. Now the structure of the plasma membrane. 75% of the plasma membrane is the phospholipids. It is a bilayer membrane containing the proteins, cholesterol and the polysaccharides. Lipid layer from the various fluid-like medium in which protein molecules are embedded incompletely or completely. Protein molecules are, when they are completely embedded in the phospholipid membrane, it is called the intrinsic, and when they are on the surface of the bilipid layer, that is called the extrinsic. This is the model proposed by the Singer and Nicholson. It is called the fluid mosaic model of the plasma membrane. According to the fluid mosaic model, membrane is made up of the bilipid layer. Two types of proteins they are present, outer and the inner. On the behalf of outer and inner, extrinsic and intrinsic proteins, they are described as the protein iceberg floating in the sea of lipids. Now, what are the function of the plasma membrane? I already told you that it is the outer covering of the cell. It contains the lipids, proteins, nucleic acids, etc. So it gives the shape to the membrane it gives the shape to the cell. It is a selectively permeable membrane. It forms the junction with neighboring cells. It helps the tissue formation, also form the organelles in the cytoplasm. Now, what are the organelles? Organelles that are present in the cell which are having the specific functions. That organelle is having the specific function that we will discuss in this chapter later. Transport of the substances across the plasma membrane. Since the plasma membrane is the channel of the flow of the substances between the cell and the surrounding, it is important to understand the membrane transportation across the membrane. It should be remembered that substances are transported so that cell is able to maintain the homeostasis. Now, what is the homeostasis? Means internal conditions of the cell remains constant though the conditions outside are the changing. For this, it allows selective substances जैसे कि विटामिन्स हो गए, salt, water, oxygen, food and hormone to enter into the cell. This helps the cell to conduct the metabolic activities. Similarly, remove the carbon dioxide, nitrogenous based secretions, excretions, etc. out of the cell. For entry or removal of the substances from the inside or outside the cell, there are the three main types of the mechanism involved. First is the active transport, second is the passive transport, and third is the bulk transport. What is the active transport? Fast transportation process in which the ions, glucose, amino acids, etc. are transported across the membrane at the expense of energy. Expense of energy means we have to expend the energy there. Example is the flow of the water from the lower level to the higher level. absorption of the water occurring at the roots, then that water is supplied to the upper parts of the plant, that is transported by the active transport. There is the pressure is generated, that pressure helps to transportation in the water. In this process we are using the energy. Next is the passive transport, that is the diffusion and osmosis. Last one is the bulk transport, that is the endocytosis and the exocytosis. Now passive transport is the slow transportation process in which the water, ions, gases are transported across the membrane without any use of energy. Basically, it occurs when there is a concentration gradient between the cell and surrounding them. Passive transport is occurring without using any energy. It is also having the two types, diffusion and osmosis. What is diffusion? Process of the movement of the substances from the region of the higher concentration to the region of the lower concentration across the membrane. For example, if we add a drop of ink, a diffusion with the rest of the water and colors it. Similarly, fragments of the burning incense stick placed at the corner of the room in which the room due to diffusion it air. इसकी स्मेल भी सारे रूम में, धूप अगरबत्ती एक कॉर्नर पे जलाते हैं पूरे रूम में खुशबू फैल जाती है। उसी तरह अगर हम पानी में इंक डालें तो वो पूरा पानी भी क्या हो जाता है, ब्लू हो जाता है। जब रेड कलर की इंक है तो रेड हो जाएगा। दिस इज़ द डिफ्यूज़न फ्लो ऑफ द सब्सटेंस। यहाँ पे कंसनट्रेशन ज़्यादा है, बाय द एयर पार्टिकल्स द कंसनट्रेशन स्टार्ट मूव्स टू द वेयर देयर इज़ द लोअर कंसनट्रेशन। इन द सेल, gases including carbon dioxide, oxygen move across the cell membrane during the respiration through the process of diffusion. How in the respiration, diffusion helps us during the cellular respiration. When the carbon dioxide gas is produced in the cell, concentration of the carbon dioxide inside the cell increases than the outside. So, carbon dioxide diffuse out of the cell through the plasma membrane. Oxygen enter into the cell. Because of the oxygen is used up in the cell, its concentration in the cell becomes less than the outside of the cell. So, oxygen diffuse into the cell. मीन्स कि कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड की कंसंट्रेशन सेल के अंदर ज़्यादा हो गई, फिर क्या होना स्टार्ट हो गया, आउटसाइड से ज़्यादा थी तो वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड बाहर आनी स्टार्ट हो गई। ऑक्सीजन की कंसंट्रेशन अंदर कम हो गई क्योंकि सेल ने उनको यूज़ कर लिया, तो वो बाहर क्या थी, कंसंट्रेशन ज़्यादा थी, बाहर से कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड क्या करने लगी, ऑक्सीजन अंदर जाने लगी, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड बाहर को मूव करने लगी। अदर इम्पॉर्टेंट फंक्शंस ऑफ द डिफ्यूजन इन द सेल, that is the substances gets uniformly distributed in the cell cytoplasm. Dissolution of the substances in a medium is possible through the diffusion. Fragrance of the flower spread to the large distance through the diffusion and attract the pollinators. Transpiration occurs due to the diffusion. Now, what is the transpiration? Removal of the wastewater from the plants, that is the transpiration. Now, last is the respiratory gases are exchanged by the body cells with environment due to diffusion. This is the process of plasma membrane, how it's working, what's its structure. In the next video, we are going to discuss about the osmosis. Thank you.